Thank you so much for being with us today for something very special. For this first segment, we celebrate the 40th anniversary of Urban Cowboy.
I was looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in too many faces, searching your eyes, looking for traces of what.
I guess I was looking for love in all the right places too. So Adam Wartzel actually got to catch up with Johnny Lee about singing that iconic song and some new songs as well.
It was the summer of 1980 when John Travolta and Deborah Winger were on the screens of movie theaters all over the world. But the true urban cowboy was, and still is, this man. Johnny Lee is on Nashville Insider. Hey, Johnny.
How you doing, buddy? How's everything?
Everything is fantastic, all things considered. You look fantastic, first off.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You know, a lot of people aren't really busy during this time, but you managed to come out with this amazing new album, 14 tracks. Tell us all about it.
Well, it was time for me to do a new album, and this title track, I started writing it a couple of years ago. I called Tony up. You remember the verse you wrote? He said, no, I don't remember. But we'll try to remember, buddy, because we're gonna finish this record now. And so he wrote it and sent me a work tape of it, and I fell in love with it and recorded it and put everything else that I've written on there.
Willie Nelson is on this album. You've got some great friends on this album, and your daughter, of course, which we'll talk about in a matter of moments. Willie Nelson playing just incredible guitar. How did that come about?
I got his cell number, and I sent him a text, when I did this song. I said, Willie, would you please play Trigger on this record? He texted me back and said, yeah, man, send me the song to the studio. So I did, and a few days later I got it back, man, and he nailed it.
You have a female voice on the album, which is beautiful. We're not talking about your daughter here. We will talk about your daughter, but talk about this duet that you have.
Tony Jolene. I just sang with her at Gillies. She's now a minister in Nashville. And I always wanted to do this song, and I heard it, and I heard it as a duet. And so I called Tony up. I said, just come down to the studio. I'm recording, and I want you to play piano on this.
We got to talk about Urban Cowboy, the big 40th anniversary. Directly after your interview here on Nashville Insider today, Johnny, we're talking with Barry Corbin, who, of course, one of the co-stars of the movie. Can you kind of talk about being surrounded by this iconic cast?
It was great. I was nervous as a cat on a hot tin roof when I met John Travolta. It was unbelievable, I couldn't believe it. I was surrounded by the people. I figured when they made this movie, it was either going to catapult me and Mickey's career up 10 years or set us back, But fortunately, they still play that movie all the time.
We know that you love your daughter, and you made the final track on your album, Her Song. And I have a surprise for you. Cherish and I were talking this morning, Johnny, and I said, hey, I'm interviewing your dad today. And she said, well, I got to come on and say hi. And I want you both to kind of talk about this bonus track on the album.
I wanted to write a song for him. I hadn't yet. So, hence father's daughter.
She called me up. They asked me all kinds of questions about my childhood, about the military, and I said, what do you? And so I had no idea, she was writing this song. And so I tell everybody, every time I get pissed off at her, I listen to that song and I'm okay then.
Johnny Lee, the whole Lee family is here. The album is called Everything's Gonna Be All Right, and everything will be all right. Cherish, thanks for joining us. Johnny, it's always a pleasure.
Love you, Pa.
Love you, baby. Bye.
Bye, Adam. Bye.
Thanks so much for watching this week's Nashville Insider feature. If you liked what you saw, be an insider and hit the subscribe button. And also check out our friends Wilson Fairchild on their YouTube channel. And if you want to see full episodes of Nashville Insider, go to countryroadtv.com and use the code INSIDER when you sign up to get a free month. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week.